Today I'm going to be showing you the transaction search and analytics for the traces functionality. So if you go to CloudWatch under X-ray traces, you will be seeing a newer section called transaction search. And now assume you are a support engineer and you got an order ID from the customer. You wanted to know what is going on with this order ID. It's for like finding a needle in a haystack. So you can go to this spans, click on that order ID that you received from your customer, and then run query. So once I click on this particular order ID searching for this, looks like this particular trace is being used in two different services. One is called payment service and another is called audit service. So let's take a look into the payment service. So we are going into the payment service. And from here, from the trace map, looks like the front end is calling the payment service, which is taking care of the order flow. And it is calling a bunch of other services, including customer service to get the customer information, insurance service to get the insurance details, as well as nutrition service to get the nutrition details for the pet. So let's click on the red node, which is the customer service Java. And then if you go to the exceptions, now looks like this particular nutrition is not found for the given pet type. So now I can go and update the customer saying that whatever the nutrition information they are looking for that particular pet type is not available. And then we can close out the call. But the story doesn't end there. We wanted to make sure this is an isolated case and it is not prevalent for many of the customers they are using the system. So for that, let's go and look into the service. Instead of clicking on the trace, let's click on the service. So this will take you to the service operations page. So from here, I wanted to ensure the records that are coming in. So click on the anomaly on the traces, and under the group spans by, you group by owner ID, which is the user's information. As you could see here, there are at least 5 different users. They are interacting with the system at this particular point in time. And let's go and see any of these users are impacted. So now we need to go and look into the faults and errors chart. But before that, is it a fault or an error? This is definitely not a fault because it's not a service error. Rather, we were seeing it's a 400 error. Basically, it's a customer code error, right? So click on the orange chart anomaly to see the different error codes. And let's do the same thing. Let's group the transactions by owner ID. And as you could see, there is only one user, that is ID number 6 is impacted. And from clicking on this, is going to show you a different transaction of this particular user that is this person is going through. Now I can pass all this information, including the trace ID, to my development team to fix this particular error so that it is not going to happen. So this is something on the transaction search. Thank you.